Hi, everyone. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining me. My name is Heather Lloyd Martin, and I'm the president and CEO of SuccessWorks SEO Copywriting. Today, I want to talk about an old school SEO copywriting tip that you'll be able to use if you have a price list on your site or if you are a business owner and you have printed price lists that you provide your clients. So, I'll be teaching you how you can make more money by just simply restructuring your price list. This is actually a really fun tip. So, to start off, how many times have you seen a page like this? This is a page that describes the pricing for project management software. And you can see that there are definitely a lot of different packages. And certainly you have the check marks that are there to help people understand what things come with what packages. But now compare this for a second to Basecamp. This is another project management software example. And you can see how there are three choices. You've got the most expensive one on the left, the least expensive on the right, and the middle choice is even called the sweet spot. It is definitely highlighted. It catches your eye. So they've drilled it down to three choices. Now, what's interesting is that if you actually go to this page, down below this graphic in regular text, it says, looking for something else, we also offer, and they list a couple other options. But what they're doing here is streamlining the experience and saying, here are three options for us. So it makes it a lot easier to make a buy decision. There's a reason that they did it the way they did it, and that's called making a compromise choice. This is how people think when they are buying something online and researching. What people are thinking is they're compromising between what they need at a minimum and the high end of what they'll pay. If there are three choices, and three choices are very easy for people to assimilate and figure out which one might be best for them, the middle choice is often chosen. So sometimes that's just basically based on price. So in the Basecamp example, the most expensive service was on the left-hand side, the least expensive was on the right. So the middle choice represented the middle of way between the two product prices. Now this is a little different in this example in that it's actually the least expensive product is highlighted in the middle choice, and you can even see that it has that font that says exclusive and it's red and it definitely grabs your eye. So in this case, you might be wondering, I wonder if the retailer was actually trying to sell a number of those Cuisinart ice cream makers with extra freezer bowls, and they wanted to get rid of a lot of them very quickly, and that's why they made that the middle choice and made sure that you knew that it was an exclusive. But it definitely draws your eye, doesn't it? It makes you really look at that choice and think, oh, well, $59.95, it's least expensive, it's an exclusive, maybe I should snap that up now. So here's all you have to do to make it really easy for people to buy from you. Now, if you have your own price list and you have a bunch of different package offerings, like we saw in the first example, you might want to consider reducing your choices, slicing them way down, or maybe only featuring a few of them, like we saw with the Basecamp example. Place the most expensive option first. So imagine if you're a small business owner and you might sell wine, you have a restaurant, then your wine list, you might want to consider putting the most expensive wines first. If you sell services, you might want to consider pricing the services to where you see the most expensive ones first, because everything after that seems like a bargain. You also, if you want people to make a specific choice, then certainly highlight it. And we've seen that with the Basecamp example, and we also saw that with the e-commerce example. It definitely draws your eye. And don't forget the benefit statements. If you are there looking at the page and you are wavering about whether or not you even want to make a purchase, making sure those benefit statements are there on that page, not features, but benefits of talking about what's going to be in it for the person who makes that purchase can really go a long way of encouraging that conversion. So, thank you very much. I appreciate your time. If you would like more SEO copywriting goodness, you can visit my site at seocopywriting.com. I also have a free weekly newsletter. I would love it if you signed up. And if you have any questions, here's how to reach me. You can also follow me on Twitter at @HeatherLloyd. Thanks so much and have a great day.